Hi, this is Dana Diedolf from my office here on the Columbia River. I'm watching the fishing boats go out this morning, and also there's a big ship moored out front, and it's a sunny day in the fall. Really a nice time of year here, a time that is almost dreamlike. We've been talking about dreams of addiction, and the reason I want to talk about this is because these dreams are so compelling. But just like nighttime dreams, they can be so useful to see through. Nighttime dreams are wonderful sometimes. Sometimes even the terrible nighttime dreams give you information that can help. You can look at them sometimes and see the parts of your life that you can't see in an ordinary mirror and that you really can't see sometimes through words. So that is also true if you think about the dreams of addiction that you may have had or that you may be caught in now. It is possible to become lucid even in profoundly hypnotic experiences. The reason I want to talk about the dreams of addiction too is because so often people talk about all of this as if it's just something that people can stop doing or just say no, because that's very hard. And one of the reasons for that is that these dreams, like all human experience, but very profoundly in dreams particularly of chemical addiction or dreams of codependency, really arise from the body and also from a connection with thought patterns and neural networks of established ways of seeing and feeling the world. And so considering that helps a person really know what they're up against and be able to deal with it a little more effectively. Sometimes life is simpler if a person knows how complicated what they're facing is. It's easier sometimes to find a way through. One of the really powerful inductions for these dreams, doors if you will, is the whole experience of shame and worthlessness. Shame is not something people really like to talk about, but the feeling of shame is a very powerful feeling. If you think about what is it like when you felt shame in your life, it's kind of like a corrosive gas for me that sort of starts somewhere in the chest and then alters my thinking, and it's very compelling. And in that whole experience of shame for folks is often a whole video of all the things that they ever regret in their life. And supporting that is the whole assumption that one should, I guess, know how to live life before you do. And many people who begin addictive behavior do so to feel better, temporarily solve a difficult problem at the time, and then get caught in a powerful chemical dream or a powerful emotional dream. And then that dream itself transforms reality. Knowing that can be incredibly helpful. So one of the things you can do is pay attention when you have a negative feeling. Notice that. Just notice the feeling quickly as soon as it starts. You can kind of train yourself this way. You can become more mindful of the feeling you'd rather not think about, the one you'd rather not have, because that's the kind of door that opens to addiction. You know, it's like the assumption, I don't want to feel this. And who wants to feel shame, right? But it's very different to feel shame, know you feel it, and believe that you are shameful. That's what happens inside the dream of addiction. And once you enter addiction or any kind of addictive behavior through the doorway of shame, what happens in there is a repetition of everything you regret from the past. And it always ends the same way unless you die in there. And a terrible thing is that sometimes people do die. They die accidentally in that dream, and sometimes they die by suicide in that dream. But what they always do is mistake that dream of the past, perhaps, and memory for possibilities of the future. And that is how addiction is very similar to post-traumatic stress, because it takes pain and the whole process of relief of pain and more pain and lays it in between your eyes and your visual cortex invisibly, and then transforms the world you see. And once perception goes, and you start perceiving and believing different things, then you're in a different place. You're in a dream. That doesn't mean that it isn't real, but what it does mean is it doesn't have to be. Anyway, thanks for coming back. Let's get together again. Bye-bye.